Hey guys, what's going on? Dace here, and today we're going to be doing part 2 of the Copen run of Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. And yeah, so anyway, we're going to finish things up and just chat while we sit back and enjoy the show. It's an action-packed ride, that is for sure. So anyway, we're into the last, I think, 3 stages. There's, we got Gardens 1, 2, and 3. And then like the true final boss ordeal, of course against Gunvolt since we're playing as Copen. So yeah, anyway, we're just gonna enjoy the show. Trusting everyone is having a stellar day so far. Man, I was talking quite a bit about, last episode I mean, quite a bit about just how much Gunvolt have been playing over the last like week and a few days or whatever it's been. It's just been such an epic concentration of Gunvolt. Like, once I played the first one, I was just like, man, I must play through the others. Like, if they're anything like the first one, then it's nothing but a kick-ass ride. So that's definitely what it has been so far. Man, I love these garden levels. They're just so cool. Everything from the... Oh, yeah, there's an example. I mentioned it last episode where you can bounce off walls repeatedly just by holding down the, like, dash. The only thing is, like, it really isn't a requirement during the game. So it's like I just didn't use it much, but I did want to show it. Oh man, Copen is such a badass. I love it. Just the way you can move him around and just crush like crazy. This level is a perfect example of that. It's so good. We are already partway through. Crazy. Now this part is a section you want to be a little more careful of because there are a lot of pits, and the thing that tripped me up like almost there is like overshooting sometimes your dash, or realize like doing a normal dash and then realizing you don't have like bullets, so it's like you don't have enough to just quickly dash back again. Like, yeah, it can get messy really quickly. But so during this section I pretty much always top up before doing the next jump, but sometimes I'll still risk certain things and just trust that I make it across. Oh man. And as per usual, I'm just ignoring most enemies' attacks and all that kind of stuff, because who wants to make time for that nonsense? We just want to be playing. Yeah, seriously, Inti Creates, oh my god. That team has so many amazing things in the works in terms of, well, not like currently, I have no idea what they're doing currently, but because I haven't checked that out, but I just mean like the games they produce. So they're not in the works, but I just mean like, man, they've got a lot to show. That is for sure. Holy shit, that is for sure. Level up. Yeah, in Gunvolt 2, I definitely noticed, I might have mentioned this in one of the other episodes during the Gunvolt run, like, you level up so fast in Gunvolt 2 compared to Gunvolt 1. Man, this boss is one of my faves. But then again, they're all pretty sweet in their own way. I like how he's just like strumming it like a madman. And he's toast. Just the way I like them. So cool. Man, the visuals in this game, like I cannot get over them. Just the amount of detail. And like, oh man, the shadows and even the things like when you're dashing or whatever and you have like that red and black-ish outline or like the like whatever you want to call it, just to convey the idea that like, oh, he's dashing fast. Like, so you see like these repeat images of Copen. Stuff like that is just so sweet. Like, yeah, you can see it there. Man, this game is so cool. So unlike Gunvolt, who goes straight to the right through that gate, that's locked when you're playing Copen, so we have no other choice but to go down through this route. And again, like the backgrounds, like this is just so cool. Totally an armored armadillo kind of feel in ways anyway. There's something so neat about like just this construction zone vibe that they got going on here. And it looks like I'm not even stopping for medals. That's because I've already got all of them polished off, so I don't need to re-get them. So anyway, we were in one of these rooms where you don't get to leave until you've, yeah, just taken everybody out, so I'm all for it laying waste. Man, I think those enemies are actually one of my favorites in this game. Like, they're just so beastly with like the gear they've got, and they just got this huge flame. Not that I showed them like firing that off, but when it's just coming out like crazy, like it's just destructive stuff. And in this room, I think I start showcasing some of the weapons a little bit, since I never use them. But I figured, yeah, you know what? For you guys, I might as well show what we got to work with. There's just something about using the base gun that I always love. I'm like that in Mega Man 2. Like, I'll go out of my way to like not use the cool new like weapons and all this stuff during any given run, that is. I think there's one more room coming up where we just kill a bunch of guys and then anoint our cocks in the blood of the fallen, so there's that to look forward to. That was quick and easy. So what do we got next? I think we just go up this long ass set of stairs and we encounter somebody, but who might it be? Man, I love this place. It looks so cool. Yeah, I had a feeling it was this data freak. I love the boss designs in these games. They're so good. One third down. Not that I was ever going for like no damage or anything like that, because like, yeah, I just didn't really care, to be honest. I think if I was to be playing these games more and have like multiple runs, which I have done technically at this point because of like recording and just playing it once on my own for fun and all that kind of stuff. But that aside, I think because you have like the whole prevasion where you can use like other means to kind of prevent damage first, this game like just kind of fits that feel. Like if you're into no damage runs, then this is going to be a game that you do that for sure, because it's kind of like built where you can kind of like in ways just exploit the fact that this game gives that to you, as long as you're paying attention to your bullets and stuff like that. You're pretty much good. That's not to say it's going to be a walk in the park, because yeah, you still gotta learn boss this and that and all that nonsense, but yeah, there are a lot of things you can kind of just bring to the table with this game in terms of your approach, how you want to play it, what you want to do in the game, all that kind of stuff. So it's always nice when a game just has such an organic variety of things to do, and challenge lists are a big part of that as well. I think that's actually the bulk of my playing for number 2, to be honest. Like, yeah, because like I think it took me less than 2 hours to get to the end of number 2 playing as Gunvolt, but you rack up the hours when you're doing a lot more in terms of just, yeah, when some of the challenges are like for each level, it's like, okay, beat this level 3 times, or just, yeah, do this, do that, like all sorts of stuff just adds up to hours and hours of playtime, which is sweet. I cannot recommend this game enough as a physical, like it's just, or digital, like whatever you want to do, but like just the fact that the physical comes with both games, like what? And there's just so much hourage that I pumped into it. It was crazy. So good. The Garden 3, man? As if we're onto the Garden 3 already. So this is going to be a lengthier level, because we're going up against, yeah, just more dudes, and then we have the final boss, and then the actual final boss, and then stuff that comes after that, and then, yeah, just a little tidbit of the credits while we chat about all the action we just absorbed into our eyes and our minds, warping things further within. So yeah, we got some stuff to go through, that's for sure. So we got Ice Boy again. I love that attack, even though it's simple. Like there's just something so satisfying about just avoiding it. First third done. almost there. And the finisher as per usual. Oh yeah, so cool. And oh man, even the sound effects, everything is just so cool. We got these guys again. Oh man. I'm very curious to see what Inti Creates does next in terms of Mega Man style games. To be honest, as much as I love Gunvolt and would be so down with another Gunvolt entry into the series or whatever, I think it'd be sweet if they did something like similar, but just a totally new experience, totally new adventure, totally new characters. Like, I just think they would just go so out of their way to make it just over the top new and refreshing and exciting and just everything, because they are just, man, they're dominators in that sense. They just, man, they are on fire. It's so good. See ya, chumps. Cool. One down, two to go. Man, she goes down really quick. It's crazy. If you know what I'm saying. But in all seriousness, like, some of these bosses, like, man, or maybe it's all of them at this point, like, their health just melts. And I'm a big fan of the chest, definitely. It's like even the hands are wanting to grope. And can you blame them? But guess what? You are toast. You had your chance with me, but like, yeah. You just didn't want to go out on that date, so you have to die. That's all there is to it. It's nothing personal. And we're moving on. Oh man, the music in that little section is so peaceful. But anyway, we're on to this guy, Mr. Crystal Knees. Man, those are some huge crystals. I love it. And they're just such a rich, gorgeous color. So fantastic. Everything in this, oh, honestly, I cannot say that enough. Everything in this game looks so good. Oh, he snuck another one in. Yeah, right. Probably could have just finished him off with like a skill. He has like a sliver, but I use it anyway. That guy could definitely lay off the crystal method and give something else a shot. Because it looks like the crystal wasn't working for him. Okay, so the story with this guy is Dr. Wily performed some sort of experiment, and so his cock was like crystallized, or God knows what was going on at that kinky party. But anyway, we are here to put him and this smoking lady out of commish. There are a lot of fun fights. Oh man, this one especially is so sweet. Like, how kick-ass is that? It's just so cool. So much fun. I'm definitely no expert at this part, that is for sure. Especially without double jump. It's one thing when you're playing as Gunvolt and you can like double jump. But I think there's just I just didn't care to like be dashing up on angles just to like attempt to get these guys targeted when they're just out of reach a little bit. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll just wait for it to pass. And here I was like, why didn't I finish them off before? And now we're sitting through another routine of this. Like, you gotta be. But then I was like, okay, they're actually not doing it. Like the reverse one, so it was all good. So cool. And ever onward, guess what? There's only one person we're going up against right now. You guys will know who it is. In the sanctuary. The Dark Sanct. It's like, how did I miss her? You gotta be joking me. And you gotta love how, like, every game just has that one boss that has to, like, be throwing cards or whatever. But this is oh man, this is another fun fight. I think this is one of the most fun fights. Not that I go out of my way to even do the fight as well as I could. Like, there were some, like, during my practice sessions, like when I was just doing the challenges, which meant repetitive runs against the bosses and stuff, where I would actually do, like, just pay attention more and just do that kind of stuff. But not this time, because just, yeah, it really isn't that necessary when we can just crash and burn through the whole game, and then boom, we're done. Eden's presence. Thought they had me, but no. And I like that the healing option is just like that big ass cube on the pause screen. I think that's really cool. And I love the colors and the design and everything. Just like everything in this game, honestly. Cannot stress that enough. Oh, looks like you just bit it. And I was not even going for S rank, so that's hilarious. That was like very sloppy playing in my opinion. But somehow that counts as S. So anyway, now we come to this part. Where we're going up against GV himself, this twerp. He's been screwing around, so you'll notice I'm using the water weapon. And that's well, it's not even necessary right this second. But when we get to the part where he like gets resurrected and then he has the aura, the water knocks him out of the aura pretty much right away, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a very effective way to just deal with Gunvolt so that you can tag him properly and just do all that jazz. And I have no idea why I was facing the other way. Shit like this just happens sometimes. But I do love the fact that like these water spheres just, oh, they just look so cool. They're so sweet. Looks like you missed, dumbass. He's almost toast. Oh, but he's got to bust that out like right at the last second. Level up. And get ready for Rainbow City. One of my favorite parts. Man, it comes to this, so be it. Yeah, he goes down so fast when you're using the water. Or rather, well, yeah, it's the same as if he's going to be targeted any other time, but I just mean, like, you're doing more when he's just not got his aura up all the time. Because, like, he's almost toast. That's so sweet. Man, I'm just taking those bolts like mad. What? Now, you can just toggle between the weapons, but I chose to open up the menu because I was like, yeah, I don't want to fiddle around with, like, scrolling through just to find it when I can just pause and click to it specifically, so let's get this guy like going here. Jeez. And he's gone. He's done. Such fun boss fights. Seriously, so good. So anyway, you guys, that's that. Of course, I'm not like with all of these ones, we're not doing like dialogue if we can skip it. We're not doing anything story. We're just kind of like showing the levels and the fights, and that's it. So anyway, let me know what you guys think down below. If you have played these games, or maybe some of them, let me know maybe which ones, or if you want to pick these up, or whatever the case is. Just let me know down in the comments. I always love the feedback. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. I really enjoyed blasting through Gunvolt 2 as both characters. I think it's just a stellar game. Each one has a lot to offer, honestly. But yeah. So anyway, you guys have a stellar day. Thank you so much, as always, for being here. It's always great. Just like kicking back and sharing my thoughts and hearing what you guys think too. So yeah, you guys take care, and we will see you next time.